love morning routines, and today I wanted to mix these habits with self-care. I really love that we are taking more time to look after ourselves and setting aside time for self-care, but I actually think it's really important to add self-care to your daily routine. So today I wanted to share my 5 favorite morning routine habits, and I do not do all of these every single day. It would be a lot to do all of these every day, but I mix and match, and these are just my 5 favorite things that I do that make me feel like I'm looking after myself and just adding things that I really enjoy into my routine. I wanted to share these with you to get you thinking about some things that you could add to your daily routine, or even make you aware of the things that you're already doing. And please leave a comment down below and let me know some of the habits that you really enjoy, because I love hearing about how everybody else puts together their routines. The first one is my morning coffee, and I feel like Baby Yoda whenever I do this, but I love my morning coffee. I honestly cannot tell the difference between caffeinated coffee and decaf coffee. It tastes entirely the same to me. I feel like some people think I'm insane for that because there must be a difference, but I can't tell the difference. And so it's not about the caffeine or anything like that. It's just, I love the taste and I love the entire action of sitting down with my coffee. It's just so enjoyable to me. But it's also more than that, in that the first thing I do every single day without a doubt is I make my coffee. And it is that consistency that I take a lot of comfort from. I feel like the very first part of my morning can be done on complete autopilot, which frees up my brain capacity to get on with whatever else the morning throws at me. And I love knowing exactly how my morning starts every single day. The second thing that I really love doing, and I have only been doing since September 2nd, 2019, and I have a very specific date because that is the day that I was on my way to China, and when I was in the airport, I purchased a notebook, and the very first journal entry of that day says September 2nd, 2019. And ever since then, I have been consistently journaling. I've filled up one entire notebook, and I now have a new one. It's actually right behind me there. And I love journaling. I will have a link to a blog post in the description where I talk about how to get into journaling. And I don't do it every single day, but I definitely do it on the days where I'm feeling a little overwhelmed and like I've got a lot going on. It's just a nice way to almost word vomit everything onto the page, get all of my thoughts out. It doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to be grammatically correct or have the correct spelling. It just has to come out and get it out, and it's a safe little diary for yourself, and I just really enjoy it. So my one, as I said, is this gray one here that I got from Indigo. I'll have it linked in the description, but this one is just really fun. It's a completely novelty item because it has a lock on it, but it just takes me back to being a kid. Also, this lock is not very secure. I forgot my key when I went to Starbucks the other morning and I used a bobby pin to pick the lock. So not secure at all, but it's fun. And I love that it's fun because it makes me feel, as I said, like a little kid again, like I'm just doing diary entries. I just really like journaling because it just helps me get a lot of my thoughts and feelings out. I feel like I can process things a lot easier when I'm getting them out and down. The third thing that I love, and honestly, I never ever thought I would be the type of person that would say that I love this, and that is going to the gym. And I started in April last year, so I haven't even been going consistently for a full year yet. This is still sort of new to me. After a few weeks to a month after I started going, I got really consistent. I was going 3 to 5 times a week, and if I went more, that's awesome. If I went less, that's awesome too. I actually haven't been in like 2 weeks. I need to get back into the groove of it. But I love it for 2 reasons. The first one being that when I do go to the gym in the morning, I feel like I am ticking something major off my to-do list. I'm getting up, I'm using my energy, I'm being active, and it just makes me feel like I'm being productive. The second reason is because I know that when I go to the gym, I am doing something that is so good for my body. For me, my driving factor for wanting to actually go to the gym is not about how my body looks, although obviously as you go, your body changes, and that's great, I love that. But it's actually my organ health and how good it is for my body. Whenever I'm doing cardio, all I can think of to myself is how good this is for my heart, and that is my major driving factor. And so those are the 2 reasons that I really do enjoy going to the gym and why I've managed to keep it part of my routine, except for the last 2 weeks, but that happens and it's totally fine. The fourth thing that I love about my morning routine is I tend to avoid any digital for at least the first half an hour. So that includes social media, my messages and things like that from my friends, and also the news, because the news is incredibly negative. And I feel like first thing in the morning, my brain is just this big pile of mush that's going to absorb anything I throw at it. And I really don't want to expose myself to negativity negativity first thing in the morning, because I will carry that negativity through the rest of the day. I will not be running at full capacity, and I don't want to do that to myself. So I try to avoid anything negative first thing in the morning so that I can give my brain a chance to fire up so that it's able to handle all the information that it's about to start consuming. The fifth and final habit that I absolutely love, and this is something I have loved for a very, very long time, and that is writing a to-do list. There is just something very satisfying about setting myself up with a little bit of structure for the day and having an idea of the things that I need to do. When I keep them up in my mind and I don't let them out, I tend to really struggle to be productive during the day. And so when I do get everything out on paper, it's just like I have direction and I can see clearly where I need to go that day. Also, it does go hand in hand with sitting down with my coffee, so it's almost just an enjoyable thing as well. It's not so much the practicality of it, but it's also very, very enjoyable. And I love that it's got those two sides. It's like 2 in 1, doing something really enjoyable, but also doing something that's going to ultimately help me throughout the day. So those are the 5 morning routine habits that I absolutely love. They're so fun and enjoyable to me, and I feel like I really am looking after myself when I do these things in the morning. So I hope you guys have enjoyed and found this video inspiring. Let me know some of the morning routine habits that you have that you really enjoy and feel like they are contributing to your daily self-care. And up the top here, you can check out my last video. Down the bottom, I will leave a link to another one of my videos, and I will see you in the next one.